Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. So it is the Wednesday after Thanksgiving. I'm on dad duty right now, and I'm really excited about this because we're headed over to the property. As you guys saw in the last few previous videos, excavation's done, footer prep is done. Hold on, sweetheart, okay? Footer prep was done, footers were poured, and I backfilled in preparation of the walls. Well, Eleanor, what did you just ask? We're going to the property to see the house because Graf has his guys there. They are forming up the house. Now they started yesterday. Unfortunately, due to work and scheduling, I wasn't able to be here and watch and learn and help. Not that that really matters to these guys, but you know, they were over here grinding it out and starting to form these walls. They're over here today. We're shooting to pour these on Monday. I'm sorry, Friday. If we can't on Friday, then we're going to on, yeah, then we're going to hopefully get them poured on Monday. So wanted to pop over, drop off some coffee and donuts to these guys, and just, you know, see what they were doing and if they were all right with me setting up a time-lapse camera to get this filmed. All right, so the way these poured walls work is they have these big metal panels for forms. Now what they do first is they go and build their rebar cage, and I'm assuming that every job is different, but once they have the rebar cage built, they have points marked out on the footers. They stack these panels up, they put the pins in, they have these little clips that lock everything together, and that is that. So now, like doorways and stuff, they're building door frames. So like we'll have two walk-in doors here. They build those out of, I believe that is an 8-inch wall, so that's being built out of a 2x8. This over here is a 10-inch wall, so that is a 2x10 that they are making all that out of, and they'll double up, triple up, quadruple up, whatever the rebar. It is cold. I have my time-lapse camera up because I need to go to the DMV, so I'm hoping it catches, you know, a lot of what these guys are doing. They are taking a coffee break. I don't blame them. It's freezing cold. You know, they need to stay warm, so I just appreciate all the help that they're giving me. The way these panels work is there's those pins that go through and little tabs that go through the pins that help hold them all together. Now there's these little metal ties, I guess, that go in between each panel to those pins, and that keeps these panels from separating. So yeah, definitely gonna have some more excavation work, and it's funny standing down there looking at the house going, wow, I really have to build all that up. Maybe I should have built it lower. But in retrospect, in hindsight, I think I made the right call building it at the height that I built it at, because right here, about 12 inches up, so up another foot, because we're gonna have 8-inch dogs plank plus a 6-inch thick garage floor, so 14 inches up is gonna be top of garage floor. So this corner is slightly lower than this dirt right here. So we're gonna have to grade all of this dirt down here to make sure we have fall coming away from the house for water. So we'll have to put a little return in. This hillside right here might get a little steep just for a second, but it shouldn't be too much. And then all that dirt on the back side needs to come out, because remember, we have a garage door right here for additional storage. So all that dirt has to come out. All this needs filled in. And then this all needs built up out here, because we'll have metal decking on top of the porch, so we can have more storage space underneath our porch. So this height difference should only be about 8 inches or so, 7 inches roughly. But regardless, all this still needs built up to, at the very least, here. Our front door is positioned right here, so ideally I'd like to have the dirt up to our elevation here and then start tapering down and wrapping around that wall. So yeah, I don't blame it. I don't blame those guys for calling it. It is very cold. I've been out here for about 5 minutes and I'm already freezing, and I've been driving around in the truck all day, so sweet. But I'm so happy to see this all coming to life, because like you guys know, this has been 2 years in the making. This is awesome. All right, guys, so it is Saturday morning. Got to start off the day with a couple hours sitting in my stand. Saw a little bit of traffic. Nothing that I wanted to harvest though. So, you know, it is what it is. But basically, just bringing you guys up to speed here. Unfortunately, due to my work schedule for this week, yeah, sometimes I need to make some money, and other prior obligations, I was kind of tied up this week. And not that the guys needed me here for this. Obviously, they are trained professionals when it comes to these vertical foundation wall systems. You know, Graph Construction and Seneca Foundations, they are awesome people to work with, and have awesome people that work there and pump out projects like this. But I wanted to be here, I wanted to help, I wanted to learn, and I just really wasn't able to do that. I was able to drop the one camera off, the time-lapse camera, you guys saw that the one day for a few hours, and then I was able to be over here another day for maybe an hour, just helping carry panels, and I got to build the opening for the garage door on the storage side over there. But basically, these guys have almost everything all formed up, and I'll give you a quick overview, because we are pouring these on Monday. It's supposed to be like 50 degrees, I think a little bit rainy, but that's not a problem for these walls, but I'm psyched. All right, so here it is. The walls are almost all formed up. I noticed on the other side there's a couple little nooks and crannies that they need to put the panels in still. And then you'll notice around the perimeter they have 2x6s and 2x8s padded out. That's so that as we are pouring these, we can be elevated up, floating them off, and just kind of be on top, making sure the rebar and everything are all good. Now I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe we still need to put foam in here to create a lip for the docks plank to sit in on this garage, in this garage bay. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that we need to create a lip for that. But either way, everything looks good. All right, everybody, so we had to back it up a day. We were supposed to pour yesterday, but apparently probably a construction worker decided to take Mother Nature out to a nice seafood dinner and then never call her again, because usually when that happens, she likes to be very, very mean to my type of people, construction type people. And yesterday was raining, really crappy, so we backed the pour up to today. The guys are here getting the last few things buttoned up and ready. I have the time-lapse camera set up. Probably not going to really be talking about anything while these guys are working and getting stuff buttoned up, because I don't really know what any of this stuff is called or what they're doing. So I'm just going to go down there and probably annoy somebody enough until they put me to work. But when we start pumping, we have a couple new DeWalt vibrators that we're going to be testing out. It's pretty exciting. So I'm going to go down there, try to convince these guys to let me work and let me help. And pumpers due at noon. That's about 3 hours from now, so we'll talk to you guys then. bringing you guys up to speed. We went ahead and got all the rebar in and tied. Working on getting this stuff all squared. These guys are pulling tape measures and double checking it off in prints. After we were done with all that, we put more rebar in and foam to create a ledge for our basement slab to sit on that wall. We have foam going in on these panels here for the docks plank to sit on. I'll show you guys this here in a second, but then we're putting braces in now to make sure these walls stay nice and plumb and everything stays in square. My buddy Anthony, who is our regional DeWalt rep in our area, he has been awesome to lend a helping hand when he can, specifically right now with these new DeWalt vibrators that he's letting me try out. These are two of their newest products. This is the suitcase version. This is meant to basically just carry around. It's their new battery pack. It's called the Power Shift. And then this is the backpack model. You wear this on your back. He gave me two different leads to use for it, two different sizes. They just hook in to the end there. That's the charger. This one has a switch that you basically just keep right on your shoulder to turn it on and off. The briefcase model has a little wristlet that you put around your wrist, and there's your on and off there. And then some of the features of these, these new batteries that they're using, the Power Shift, they are a 554 watt battery with roughly 110 minutes of runtime on the vibrators. They are a 10 amp hour 60 volt battery. These particular vibrators are compatible with the flex volt battery packs if you guys already have those. They do need an adapter though, so if you're looking to use these batteries these vibrators with existing batteries, you will need an adapter. And then the adapters work on the new Power Shift tools as well. Their current Power Shift tools are these two vibrators, a power screed, so it's basically a vibrator that attaches to a straight edge board, so whenever you're straight edging concrete, it makes it a lot easier. And I am reading this because this is a lot of information I would like to try to cover. They go on the new plate tamper that they have, the new jumping jack tamper that they have, and then the core driller with the stand. So that is their current Power Shift batteries, or Power Shift cordless tools that they have. And there are more tools in production that will be announced at World of Concrete next year. So that should be this one coming up. World of Concrete is typically in January, so they'll be releasing some new Power Shift tools then. So if you're interested, check out World of Concrete. And if you're in the Pennsylvania or the Pittsburgh area and you're looking to get set up with some DeWalt tools, or you are a distributor and you need some DeWalt stuff, give my guy Anthony a shout, and he'll get you all squared away. So Anthony, thank you very much. I'm excited to use these. Just ran over to shut the time-lapse camera off, having a little difficulty getting this rear outrigger good and stable due to my fill. It is a little bit wetter today, a little bit softer, so that fill was not properly compacted. I was just tracking it in, thinking since it's on the outside it didn't really make a difference, but kind of paying for that one now. We're getting it situated though, but concrete just showed up, so as soon as we get this pumper going, pumper set up, we are good to start going. So enjoy the time lapse. Last little bit of talking. The guys went around and sprayed all these forms with an oil-based product, some sort of form release. That way these panels don't adhere to the concrete, and we're able to pull them tomorrow and the next day and make sure they come out nice and clean. All right, so first truck is ended. It did this whole lower wall plus a little bit down in this corner here. They're emptying truck number 2 now. They said they're not quite ready for me up there yet with the vibrator, but first impression is I really like it, and I don't really ever do verticals. The other guys were watching. The initial thought was that it was going to be too much vibration. The other vibrator they have, it's too much, and it actually over vibrates. So he was standing on the board, or he was checking it somehow, and he said it's basically perfect. So DeWalt, you got a good thing going with these vibrators. So thank you very much, Anthony. I'm loving it, and I'm already getting questioned about pricing from these guys. So yeah, this is exciting. Back to the time lapse. This is truck number 30. That's a long way down. I don't even know if you can see bottom. I'm inching along on this 2x6 platform here. So if you guys missed the footer video, the concrete gets loaded in the rear of the pumper, and then the pumper pumps it up through that hose, boom, right down into the walls here. What happens when you get an air pocket in it. Alright guys, so we're trucking along. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is 60 yards. Almost done with this area here, and it flows pretty nice. We're pouring this at about a 6 to a 6.5 inch slump. So as they're pumping it in, it is kind of flowing the whole way around, which is nice. Just kind of working it along. And now I'm in the way, so I'm gonna move. And just like that, the foundation walls are poured. They're finishing up the last little section, going along, checking it with the laser, making sure everything's at our height. Now, if you can see on our exterior walls, and I specified exterior because the porch, the front side of the porch doesn't have them. The back side does, because that's where our exterior framing's going. They went ahead and put all of my bolts in for my hurricane ties. So whenever we do the bottom 2 plates for our framing, we'll have to drill holes right where those are, washer, nut, and then that way the wall is attached directly to the foundation walls. So yeah, you know what? I think it's a little. I think we should have maybe made this side a little bit bigger. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Like I've said multiple times before, I didn't want to have to do another addition. I wanted to make sure we had enough room for storage, toys, like everything. I don't want to do another addition. It's 5 times as much work, so wanted to make sure we got everything done right the first time and did something that we are going to be happy with 30 years from now. So I mean, these guys were just awesome to work with. Graph Construction, Seneca Foundations, fantastic company. Thrower, thank you for getting me all the concrete we needed on kind of a short notice. And Anthony, thank you for letting me use those vibrators. Now, I did only use the one backpack vibrator, DeWalt. It was good for a minute, and then my shoulder felt like it was going to fall off just picking that thing up and down, up and down. Now, they do make different vibrator heads, different sizes, and then different lengths that you can get. So if you're interested, again, and you're in the Pittsburgh area, hit up my guy Anthony, or visit one of the surrounding areas such as Carroll Supply. They're always stocked with DeWalt stuff, but awesome for this. It was a little bit hard for me to maneuver around, but I'm not used to this type of work, so it was a little bit different for me. But I mean, vibrators are always nice to have on something like this. So we'll see what else we're getting into, and that might be it for this video. Holy cow, my face is dirty. All right, guys, so I am wrapping this video up now, and I do have to do it in my truck because it's started raining and it's very, very dark outside now. Ran into a little bit of an issue. The pumper truck got stuck. Sorry about the edge of your yard, Josh. I'll fix it up for you though. But the pumper truck got stuck. Took a little bit to get him out. So by the time we got that all squared away, it was getting pretty dark. Everybody just kind of wanted to get home. Completely understandable. 107 yards of concrete poured for our foundation walls. It was actually funny because a couple points in times throughout that pour, I had a couple of the guys ask me if I wanted to change it up and do something else other than vibrate, and I said, well, you tell me, do you want me to do something else? And they said, no, I mean, if you're good, keep going. Then okay, so they didn't tell me until after that everybody kind of despises that job, and I understand why. My shoulder feels like it's about to fall off picking that vibrator up and down, and that was rough. But I mean, I'm really happy that they let me help. There are some companies out there that for liability reasons won't let homeowners help, and I get it. So I'm very, very happy and very fortunate that Graph's guys kind of said, yeah, you know, we'll put you to work if that's what you want. And I said, that's what I want. I want to help on my house. And so I had a blast doing that. I don't get to do vertical concrete work really ever. The most that I will ever do with that is like that retaining wall you guys saw at my house. It was only, you know, 2 feet high, you know, maybe for a brief instance we got to 3 feet, but something like this is completely out of my wheelhouse, and it's a completely different animal, so I'm psyched about it. You know, I was thanking people throughout this video, and just everybody I listed before, you know, just I know I'm gonna forget people, so I'm just gonna leave it as everybody that has had a part in to get us to this point we're at now. Thank you guys so much, and thank you viewers, people that are watching my videos and subscribing and sharing. Thank you guys a ton. That's the reason why I keep making these videos. You know, I do have a lot of fun making these, and I probably would make them throughout this process, but really not that in depth. So you guys are kind of keeping me going with this, and I'm just I'm really excited to kind of see the progress. This is moving along a little bit faster than I thought it was going to, so I'm thrilled about that. We have pretty much all the lumber here already, ready to be framed. Doc's plank is being made, so yeah, that's gonna do it. The next video is gonna be stripping panels and giving you guys a final overview of everything. I gotta watch what I'm touching, covered in concrete. But that'll be the next video. I think this video is probably drug on long enough. So thank you guys for tuning back in to another episode of Gunpowder and Freedom. If you liked what you saw, please click the like and subscribe. Don't forget to like us on Instagram, and don't forget to check out the description for some links. various links to whatever. So, oh, I'm so excited. So thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.